come in the building. We must pray for brother Dr. Umar Funte. Oh, I knew it. And I can't stand back and watch nobody stand up for Dr. Umar Funte. This is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Umar Johnson can't take it no more. And I'm going to stand with him. I'm not going to treat him the way that everybody treated Diddy Glover. Because I think Dr. Umar Johnson has good intentions. Oh my God. And eventually the man was going to break down. Because he's been trying to build this school all on his own. Have you tried to build a school all by yourself? So eventually, the man was going to break. We must meditate for Dr. Umar Johnson. Oh, everybody smash that like button. We must pray. Everybody coming in the building, smash that like button. Salute Jada. Jada, this is crazy, guys. I have not said nothing. I've been quiet this whole time that brother Umar Johnson, Dr. Umar Johnson, has been out here. The man said that his bank accounts was froze. Then he said that his bank accounts just got unfroze. Pearls of Bible. And then he did a interview last night. And now, allegedly, early this morning, Dr. Umar Johnson was rushed to the hospital. And I don't think that this is funny. I don't care. I'm standing with Dr. Umar Johnson. I don't think that he's a scammer. I think the man bit off too much than he could chew. The man tried to build a school all by himself. And they found him unconscious next to a whole bunch of books. It was ants all running through the books. This is crazy and this is sad, y'all. I'm dead serious. We need to donate to Dr. Umar Johnson. We got to help pay his doctor bills. You know what I'm saying? Because the man was explaining himself and he said that he was not out trying to scam. He's trying to do $500 dates. And now allegedly there was a warrant issued by the goddamn feds. Oh my God. We got to pray for Dr. Umar Johnson.
Special announcement. FDMG Academy bank accounts are still frozen. Dr. Umar personal bank account is still frozen. Brothers and sisters, we are fighting this war against FDMG and Dr. Umar Ifatunde. We were supposed to get a refund within 4 days of our accounts being shut down. We were supposed to get a refund within 4 days of our accounts being shut down.
And I believe everything that Umar Johnson is saying, ladies and gentlemen. He is stressed out. His hair done peased up. You know what I mean? And everybody think that he's just out scamming. When I think that the man is really trying to build a school, but he bit off too much than he could chew. Nobody's helping Umar. We must donate. We got to donate to help do Umar Johnson because now he's in the hospital, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't know if the feds is going to lock his ass up or not. He just did an interview last night explaining that he wasn't scamming, that the man he's backed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to say, guys. I really don't know if he's telling the truth or not. Put a one in the chat if y'all think that Dr. Umar Johnson is scamming and he's in the hospital just because he's trying to get people to donate. Because they said allegedly he was rushed to the hospital and he want everybody to hit his PayPal to help him pay his doctor bills. This is crazy.
You as a psychologist, what is wrong with our people that do stuff like that?
Well, to be honest with you, Baba, as the self-hate relates to me and the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy campaign, honestly, I'm kind of numb to it. And I'm kind of numb to it because I've been dealing with it since we first started the fundraiser back in April of 2014. If you can remember, what started this entire process was an attempt to purchase HBCU St. Paul's College in Lawrenceville, Virginia, when it was put up for auction back in April of 2014. And
so he's been trying to do this ever since 2014, ladies and gentlemen. So he's stressed out. I don't know why he was rushed to the hospital. I don't know if he had a stroke or whatever the case may be, pure survival. But he been trying to open his school since 2014. It took him 10 years. Can Dr. Umar Johnson get another 10 years from us, ladies and gentlemen? You know what I mean? It will break anybody down. It will break anybody down. And he's out here trying to explain what happened. That he's not trying to rip off the feds. And now they got a warrant for him. This is just bad, guys.
When I heard about that, I initially went to work to try to raise the funds to secure the HBCU St. Paul's campus. And from the very beginning, struggle streamers from YouTube, other haters, disgruntled former associates, black bourgeoisies, rainbow gangers, everybody, they contacted the auction company and they tried to prevent them from accepting our bid. We wasn't able to raise enough money anyway, so it ultimately didn't matter one way or the other, but I'm just bringing it up.
See, so he's saying that he's trying to raise the money, y'all. And the YouTube struggle streamers and the people from the rainbow community, he's saying they trying to blackball him, guys. Do y'all give Umar Johnson the benefit of the doubt? Do anybody feel bad that the man is in the hospital?
Disgruntled former associates, black bourgeoisies, rainbow gangers, everybody, they contacted the auction company and they tried to prevent them from accepting our bid. We wasn't able to raise enough money anyway, so it ultimately didn't matter one way or the other, but I'm just bringing it up to let you know that the hate is as old as the project. It's not a new thing. I think in some respects it's gotten worse because the closer we get to the finish line, the more intense the opposition becomes, but I always like to keep it in perspective by saying that for every enemy of the program, there's a million supporters. The difference between...
See, so he's saying the closer he gets to the finish line, people keep trying to kick him down. The YouTube struggle streamers and the snow bunnies is trying to take this man down. Pure survival. This is what he's saying. Put a one in the chat if y'all feel like Umar Johnson is really for the community, that he really wanted to open his school up, but somehow he fucked up the money. Pure survival. Put a two in the chat if y'all think he was scamming from the get-go. Everybody smash that like button and put your prayer hands up. Dr. Funtan Sunde is in the hospital fighting for his life. You know what I mean? And I don't know if this is going to make the feds not arrest him now, but Umar Johnson has been saying, he's been saying a lot of things for years, man. Like, I don't know what to believe, but let's just listen to some of the things he's been saying over the years. I think he's sincere. Listen to him. He's a real doctor.
55ers, okay? If you're not 35 to 55, the flirting is not for your young, thirsty ass. Listen! I need one of my 35 to 55ers to come wipe the sweat off the king.
Now, don't he sound like a doctor? He said he needs 35 and 40-year-old women to come wipe the sweat off of his Shango. Come wipe the sweat off of his Shango. Pure survival. This is how all the doctors talk. This is how the real doctors talk.
When I flirt with the women, I'm flirting with 35 to 55ers. When I flirt with the queens, that's for 35 to 55ers, okay? If you're not 35 to 55, the flirting is not for your young, thirsty ass. Listen, I need one of my 35 or 55ers to come wipe the sweat off the king. Martin Luther King or LeBron James twerk off, you must be a zesty fester. Let me block you for disrespecting Dr. King. I don't think LeBron appreciates that either. Okay, zesty festies.
Do y'all think that this appropriate talking? You know what I'm saying? I feel like y'all are judging Dr. Umar Johnson because of his hairstyle. Pure survival. There's going to be many of doctors that's going to have hairstyles just like this. I don't feel that we should blame Dr. Umar Johnson for his hairstyle and the things that he say out his mouth. Salute to my baby in the building. Pure survival. I think that Dr. Umar Johnson really wanted to open the school up, but he went over to Africa and them other countries and got the tricking. He got the tricking and treating over there, and he fucked up the money. Pure survival. Now the feds is after him, and the man passed out, laying in a bed full of books and shit, and they rushed him to the hospital, guys. This is sad.
Listen, I need one of my 35 or 55ers to come wipe the sweat off the king. Martin Luther King or LeBron James twerk off, you must be a zesty fester. Let me block you for disrespecting Dr. King. I don't think LeBron appreciates that either. Okay, zesty festies. The zesty mafia is in the live. We got a zest fest. Let me see. Let me block some of these zesties. Somebody said they oiling up. I got a funny feeling that's a man's. I think that's a zest fest.
You see this? They were trying to oil up. Somebody from Ray J's Gagency and Diddy Glover's Freakoff dungeon was trying to oil Dr. Umar Johnson's tasty cakes. They tried to oil his thighs.
Disrespecting Dr. King. I don't think LeBron appreciates that either. Okay, zesty festies. The zesty mafia is in the live. We got a zest fest. Let me see. Let me block some of these zesties. Somebody said they oiling up. I got a funny feeling that's a man's. I think that's a zest fest. I'm gonna block him out. Because there's no face. That might be a zest fest. Thank you. Shango stick forever? I don't think that was a zesty comment. I love you too, Black Queens forever. You hate my hairdo?
So Black Queens, how many of y'all want to polish Umar Johnson's shingo? The man is in the hospital after offering a $500 date.
Coming out for the ladies is called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to FDMG Academy, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice in the state of Wilmington, Delaware. I said we got a new program called Lunch.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to win a $500 date with Dr. Umar Johnson. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? A date at the hospital.
It's called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to FDMG Academy, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice in the state of Wilmington, Delaware. I said we got a new program called Lunch with Dr. Umar. Private lunch. Ladies, you got to donate $500 to the FDMG Academy, and I will take you to lunch, private lunch, any restaurant you want in the state of Delaware. It's called Lunch with the Doctor, and it costs you $500. You don't pay for the lunch.
$500 for a date. That's a bad motherfucker. He badder than Michael Jackson. If you would be able to convince some people to go on a date with you, you would have to be naive. You would have to be like one of the dumbest females alive. I am sorry, ladies. Like, that is 100% scam. Like, I don't even know how you get enough courage to build up to say, hey, if you want to go on a date with me, it's going to cost you $500. And now that Umar Johnson's in the hospital, I'm trying to pray for him. But asking somebody for $500 to go on a date with you, I'm telling you, you better be Chris Brown, Michael Jackson. You better be a superstar.
I said we got a new program called Lunch with Dr. Umar. Private lunch. Ladies, you got to donate $500 to the FDMG Academy, and I will take you to lunch, private lunch, any restaurant you want in the state of Delaware. It's called Lunch with the Doctor, and it costs you $500. You don't pay for the lunch, I pay for the lunch. Any restaurant.
How did that man say you pay $500, you don't pay for the lunch, but he pay for the lunch? Motherfucker, you gonna pay for the lunch with the $500 that she gave you. Pure survival. Now, guys, I believe that Umar Johnson had good intentions by trying to open his school up, but I think the dude was doing too much and that money was coming too fast, pure survival. And I really don't know what he did with all of that money. That's too much money to fuck up, pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? Even going to those other countries. What were you spending all this money for? And now he want everybody to hit his PayPal to pay for his doctor bills. So I came on for y'all to help him out. Now, if y'all hit my PayPal, I'll send it to Umar Johnson, pure Bible. If you hit my PayPal, I'm gonna make sure he get the money, and he gonna do the right thing with the shit.
With Dr. Umar. Private lunch. Ladies, you got to donate $500 to the FDMG Academy, and I will take you to lunch, private lunch, any restaurant you want in the state of Delaware. It's called Lunch with the Doctor, and it costs you $500. You don't pay for the lunch, I pay for the lunch. Any restaurant in the state of Delaware. Oh, yes. Brothers, don't hate. We got to stop hating. Brothers, we got to stop hating.
And listen, Umar, I hear where you coming from, because that would be hating. Like if women are dumb enough to pay this man or any man, I don't give a damn if you're a superstar, pure survival. If you are dumb enough to pay this man $500 to go on a date, and he tells you that he's paying for the date out of your $500, oh, you are dumb, you're vulnerable, and I know what kind of women these are. These are the women that meet niggas in jail that they never even met before they went to jail. Pure survival. These females are pen pals. That's what they call them in jail. You get a pen pal that you never met before, and you could have had a murder case, and they will let you come and live at their house just so they can get some ding-a-ling. Pure survival. They don't give a damn if you was a serial killer. Umar Johnson has, like, look, I ain't hating on him though, because if he can make some females do that, then that's on them. That's how I feel. Honestly, everybody who ever donated money to Umar Johnson, I don't feel bad for y'all. Pure Bible. Because y'all are grown adults. I see if y'all was some little kids running up to him, hey, I want to give you my lunch money. I want to donate my lunch money. That'll be different. But these are grown adults. Now, Umar Johnson is in the hospital. He was rushed to the hospital because the feds issued a warrant for his arrest. Now, I don't know if it's because of those taxes. I don't know what the hell, but Umar Johnson is not looking good for him during survival. He said his bank accounts was unfroze, but he's been trying to round this money up, even going on $500 dates. I'm not going to tell nobody, don't give him the money. Because I'm going to feel like, look, if you dumb enough to pay this man to go on a date with him, then that's on your dumb ass. Smash that like button, everybody, because we must pray for Umar Johnson.
Got a new program coming out for the ladies. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to FDMG Academy, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice in the state of Wilmington, Delaware. I said we got a new program called Lunch with Dr. Umar. Private lunch. Ladies, you got to donate $500 to the FDMG Academy, and I will take you to lunch, private lunch, any restaurant you want in the state of Delaware. It's called Lunch with the Doctor, and it costs you $500.
God damn.
You don't pay for the lunch, I pay for the lunch. Any restaurant in the state of Delaware. Oh, yes. Brothers, don't hate.
Listen, and if you say you pay for the lunch, you don't have to pay for the lunch, right? He's going to pay for the lunch. But if you pay $500, ladies, You can go on whatever kind of date you want by your motherfucking self for 500 pills of waffle. What do you need to go with him for? And Umar, I'm telling you, this is not hating. This is just funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Because if people gonna do this for you, then you's a bad motherfucker. I'm gonna give it to you. If women are dumb enough to believe this story, then that's on they dumb asses. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy as hell. Like, everybody smash that like button though. Umar Johnson was rushed to the hospital. This happened this morning, and I just think that he's overwhelmed after all the goddamn scamming and everything caught up with him. And I used to look at Umar Johnson different when he first came out. I really thought that he was really for the black community. But I know a scamming nigga when I see one. You know what I mean? Me and him from the same city. We both from Philly. So he act just like all the rest of the motherfuckers that I know in the city in Philly that move like that. He one of them guys. But people looking for shit to believe in. You know what I'm saying? Like, he one of them people that'll tell a female, look, I can help you get to heaven. You know what I'm saying? Just listen to me. And there's vulnerable people out there. I don't feel bad for no grown adults that get this man anything. But he wants y'all to hit the PayPal and send me the motherfucking money. And I'm going to get it to him in the hospital. Pure survival. But listen to how the man talk. Y'all should have heard from the way Umar talked from the very beginning. It sound crazy.
For black men to help brothers who are suffering with the snow bunny crisis to free themselves. To free themselves from the mayonnaise. I'm going to help you liberate yourself from the mayonnaise, brothers and sisters. You will be free from the mayonnaise. No more white sugar, no more white milk, no more white rice.
And you know what I feel about what Umar said that? I think that he was stupid when he said that don't mess with the snow bunnies and da 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 da. I don't feel like Umar Johnson, a scammer should not discriminate against nobody. Don't y'all think that Umar Johnson, if he wasn't talking against the snow bunnies would probably be the one to bail his ass out of this situation right now. Pills are out. You know what I'm talking about? I would not be saying, look, this and that with the snow bunny. No, you should be trying to scam Chinese people. You should be trying to scam white people. You shouldn't just want to scam black people. You should be scamming everybody because you will be getting money from these snow bunnies that you talk about so bad right now. They would probably try to bail you out during survival. Umar, the snow bunnies probably be like, oh my God, we have to help Umar. Oh my God, hit his PayPal. Yes, hit his PayPal. Becky, hit his PayPal. But you just said no. You only want to pretty much scam the Negroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and told us to stay away from them. And the snow bunnies will probably help you right now, Umar. Parents of Bible. They don't give a damn. And snow bunnies love nappy head niggas. They be like, oh, he's so cute. Look at his twisties. Oh my God. They would love it, Umar.
We're coming out with a snow bunny crisis therapy manual for black males. I'm working on a snow bunny crisis self-treatment manual for black males. I'm working on a snow bunny crisis self-treatment manual for black men to help brothers who are suffering with the snow bunny crisis to free themselves. To free themselves from the mayonnaise. I'm going to help you liberate yourself from the mayonnaise, brothers and sisters. You will be free from the mayonnaise. No more white sugar, no more white milk, no more white rice. Coon on campus. Hubert Davis, don't you do that again, my brother. Don't you ever in your life say you proud to be black and then say, I'm proud to have a white wife. Don't you ever do that again. Come through free. You downstairs, King? It's none of your concern. You don't have the right to ask me where I've been. You don't have a right to know what I was doing. You messed up, and I took a break. And guess what? The next time you mess up, I'm going to take another break. I ain't worried about the zesty queens, because we can unzest them. I'm not worried about the...
He said, I ain't worried about the zesty queens, because we can unzest them. Umar, I don't think nobody gives a damn that you in the hospital. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all care that Umar is in the hospital. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all feel bad that Umar's in the hospital. Because I'm trying to find out right now. Because they're saying, like, all of this money and stuff that Umar owed, he had plenty of time to pay the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel bad for him for that, especially after raising that much money, pure survival. And I don't feel bad for the people, the grown adults that believed in him and gave him the money. I'm just saying, I don't feel bad for neither one. You know what I mean? But the fact that the man is in the hospital, I want to pray for him because I don't know how this is going to turn out. The feds has been watching this man for all this time, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? And he can't take it no more. Umar Johnson and Umar Johnson's dreads was supposed to go on the Breakfast Club. But now that he had this stroke, this mini stroke, I don't know what's going to happen after this.
And I took a break. And guess what? The next time you mess up, I'm going to take another break. I ain't worried about the zesty queens because we can unzest them. I'm not worried about the zesty sisters. We can unzest the sisters. We can unzest the sisters. I'm not worried about the zesty sisters. All they need, all they need, all they need is to be baptized one good time.
Listen, we got almost 1,400 people in the building. Everybody hit my PayPal, goddammit, for Dr. Umar Fontunze. I'm taking time out of my day trying to help to get everybody to pray for Umar Johnson. Yo, it's too many people. Everybody smash that like button. If y'all not going to hit my PayPal, I repeat, if y'all not going to hit my damn PayPal, smash that like button. Pure survival. We are trying to save Dr. Brother Ufantunde in the Snow Bunny campaign.
You mess up, I'm going to take another break. I ain't worried about the zesty queens because we can unzest them. I'm not worried about the zesty sisters. We can unzest the sisters. We can unzest the sisters. I'm not worried about the zesty sisters. All they need, all they need, all they need is to be baptized one good time by the Shango. That's all they need. We can heal all the zesty queens. That's easy. That's easy.
Yo, listen, right then and there, right? If you believe that Dr. Umar Johnson was a doctor, and this is another thing, right? I've been hearing a lot of people say, he got 6 degrees, he got 20 degrees, da 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 da. Let me tell y'all something. It doesn't matter if you got a degree or not. There are sick individuals with degrees and without the motherfucker. Pure survival. You got doctors who kill their wives. Certified real doctors. So that doesn't mean anything. So if Umar really got a degree or not, he's still, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like I said, I've made my decision, Umar. Like, I think you hilarious as a motherfucker, pure survival. But I do believe that you definitely a slick scamming motherfucker. Dr. Umar Johnson is slicker than a can of oil. But I'm also saying to y'all, whoever gives him their money, I don't feel bad for y'all. So I don't blame Umar Johnson. If he looking and seeing all these people is dumb in the motherfucker, I'm talking about I'm opening up a school for 10, 20 years, never open the shit up. I just go stand in front of the motherfucker, pure survival. And people gonna keep giving me money. I go live and tell everybody, hey, look, they frozen my bank account. I can't, y'all, and I need y'all to give me money. You know what I'm saying? And at first I was like, okay, I kind of believe Umar. But when he just said that his bank account was unfrozen, why is he still asking for money then? Pure survival. I thought the money was in the man's bank account. No, he tricked it off. And then they said Umar Johnson allegedly is a tutti frutti, is a potter head. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I know a lot of potter snorting motherfuckers, pure survival. And the way he moved and talked on the camera, I didn't see none of the Potter action. So I don't know if he's snorting Potter when he get off the camera. I didn't see it on the camera. But there's functioning drug addicts out there that could be high as a kite and you don't even know it. But the fact that Dr. Umar Johnson would say shit like this, he's volunteering his shingo. You supposed to be a school teacher with kids. And he constantly trying to pull out his dingling. You go meet up with Umar Johnson. You meet him in person. He got his dick in his hand. Wow. Hey, how you doing? Yo, excuse me. Let me put my Shango away. He will meet women with his dick in his hand already. And I don't feel bad for them ladies because they be wanting to meet Umar Johnson and Umar Johnson's Shango. Wow. And now that he's in the hospital, y'all need to go down there and hit his PayPal and make sure y'all help him with his doctor bills. Because y'all know y'all be wanting to meet Umar Johnson and his dingaling. We can't listen, ladies and gentlemen. There are weird people in the world, thirsty, horny, with females. I hope somebody come hit this. I don't.
Know what I was doing. You messed up, and I took a break. And guess what? The next time you mess up, I'm gonna take another break. I ain't worrying about the zesty queens because we can unzest them. I'm
Like, did you hear what he said? I'm not worried about the zesty queens. We can unzest them. This man is so cocky and confident. First of all, he thought he could open up a school all by himself. Pure Bible. That's number one. Y'all didn't look at that. Okay, he trying to open up a school all by his motherfuckers out. Then Umar Johnson just said all the zesty queens, meaning all the dykes, all the females that like females. He feel as though his shingo is so good that he can make a dyke female go back to liking dingaling. Pure Bible. So you already hear his mentality. The motherfucker don't give a damn. Y'all gotta smash that like button. There's 1,400 people in the building. Or hit that PayPal.
messed up, and I took a break. And guess what? The next time you mess up, I'm gonna take another break. I ain't worrying about the zesty queens because we can unzest them. I'm not worrying about the zesty sisters. We can unzest the sisters. We can unzest the sisters. I'm not worrying about the zesty sisters. All they need, all they need, all they need is to be baptized one good time by the Shango. That's all they need. We can heal all the zesty queens. That's easy.
Wow.
That's easy. That's light work. The zesty queens, that's light work. They just got to be hypnotized by the Shango stick one time. That's like, we're not even going to trip on that. We're not tripping on the zesty queens. We're not tripping.
Put a one in the chat, ladies, if you're hypnotized by Umar Johnson's Shango. Put a two in the chat if you're not hypnotized by Umar Johnson's dreads and his Shango stick. Put a one in the chat, ladies, if you're hypnotized by Umar Johnson's Shango. Look, everybody putting it two. It's some Umar Johnson victims in the goddamn chat that that paid that $500 per survival, knowing they want to go on a date with the doctor to get that Shango, to make that Shango disappear.
All they need is to be baptized one good time by the Shango. That's all they need. We can heal all the zesty queens. That's easy. That's easy. That's light work. The zesty queens, that's light work. They just got to be hypnotized by the Shango stick one time. That's like, we're not even going to trip on that. We're not tripping on the zesty queens. We're not tripping on the zesty queens. That's like, we can snap them out of that. Once they get that thunder and lightning one time, they back into their African femininity. Once the zesty queens get that Shango lightning and thunder one time, they're going to be back into their African divine feminine. I'm not worried about that. My zesty queens, I love you. My zesty queens, all you need to do is be baptized by the Shango. One good episode of thunder and lightning, she'll be back in her African femininity. She'll be back in her African divine. Oh yes, oh yes. That's okay when I take it.
Umar is perverted as a motherfucker, boy. That nigga is funny as hell. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And listen, if you pay $500, because there's a lot of women that made some bad choices with their pussy, like growing up, pure survival, made some bad pussy investments. So now that they ain't got no walls left and their vagina smell like the bottom of a fish tank, Umar Johnson will eat your kitty cat. He will eat your kitty cat, even if it stink and it smell like all kinds of seafood, salt, fish stick juice. He will eat your kitty cat. And the moment y'all fall out, he gonna go on the internet and tell everybody that your pussy stink. He gonna act like he never ate that motherfucker. $500, Umar Johnson is gonna eat that cat. He don't care if it stink, ladies. So I'm telling you right now, if your vagina stink and you can't put no gum or nothing in that motherfucker, pay that $500. Hit his PayPal. Umar is gonna eat that shit even if it stink.
I go lightning and thunder one time, they're going to be back into the African divine feminine. I'm not worried about that. My zesty queens, I love you. My zesty queens, all you need to do is be baptized by the Shango. One good episode of thunder and lightning, she'll be back in her African femininity. She'll be back in her African divine. Oh yes, oh yes. That's okay when I take it to the slave dungeons in Africa. When I take it to the slave dungeons in Africa.
Wow, this is probably where he is admitting. This is why they got a warrant out for Umar Johnson's arrest. The man admitted that he has a dungeon. a Freakoff slave dungeon in Africa. Pure survival. You can look at his mouth. Don't it look like his breath smell like doodle, doodle and vagina? Pure survival. Doodle and funky vagina in 211. I'm telling you, look at that motherfucker. Look at that. Look, you can see the kitty cat, real pure survival, pubic hairs, funky pubic hairs. Umar Johnson said he gonna take you to the dungeon, a freak off dungeon in Africa. Is that what you spent all that money on, sir? Pure survival? That man lives in a cave in Africa. He said, I'm gonna take you to the dungeon, ladies and gentlemen. But if Diddy would have said that, oh my God, Diddy would have got found guilty of the whole RICO thing. Umar Johnson admits that he has a dungeon, and I think the feds, if y'all watching this, this is where he spent all that money. Over $1 million some dollars donated for a freak off dungeon. Because Umar is super freaky. I'm talking about as soon as you take your kids to go to that school, if he would have opened it up, he's trying to fuck everybody's mom. Peel the waffle.
My zesty queens, I love you. My zesty queens, all you need to do is be baptized by the Shango. One good episode of Thunder and Lightning, she'll be back in her African femininity. She'll be back in her African divine. Oh yes. That's okay. When I take it to the enslaved, when I take it to the slave dungeons in Africa, when I take it to the slave dungeons in Africa and lock her ass in the female slave dungeon, oh, she's gonna snap out of that zest. Don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that. I'm not in the joke.
Did y'all hear that? That man said, I will lock her in the damn slave dungeon. And I seen one of Umar Johnson's dates, ladies and gentlemen. One of his $500 dates, and I was dying laughing. Everybody smashed that like button. This woman paid $500 to go on a date with Dr. Umar Johnson, and this shit had me on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my home, my beautiful blonde-haired Pan-African sister.
Hey, Dr. Umar.
My beautiful blonde-haired Pan-African sister.
How are you, Dr. Umar? It's so good to be in the presence of
Can you let me see you spin for me, my Pan-African sister? Let me see you spin for me, my Pan-African sister. Now, as you see this, ladies and gentlemen, there are women. I'm talking about women that's coming in with the Sir Mix-a-Lot booties and everything. Bible, paying this man $500 to go on a date with her. This woman paid Umar Johnson $500. This is pure survival, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button. Welcome to my home, my beautiful blonde-haired Pan-African sister.
Hey, Dr. Umar.
My beautiful blonde-haired Pan-African sister.
How are you, Dr. Umar? It's so good to be in the presence of
Can you let me see you spin for me, my Pan-African sister? Let me see you spin for me, my Pan-African sister. Oh yeah, you got a lot of junk in your trunk, my Pan-African sister. A lot of junk in your trunk. I don't like the sneakers, but I can deal with that, my Pan-African sister.
I love my sneakers, Dr. Umar.
So are you excited about this dinner with the doctor, my Pan-African sister?
Absolutely, I am excited to be in the presence of you, Dr. Umar. I've been waiting for this night.
Even though you have the snow bunny hairstyle, I can work with that, my Pan-African sister. Come with me if you want to live.
Okay, all right.
Oh, I'm gonna need you to back that up, my Pan-African sister. Girl, you look bad. Won't you back that ass up? You's a fine little... Yes, that's what I'm talking about, my Pan-African sister. Hold on, let me see that purse right there, my Pan-African sister.
Coach purse, yes indeed.
See, I don't like the bougie purses, my Pan-African sister. I got you a Walmart bag you can use before you leave the date, my Pan-African sister.
Umar, I paid a lot of money for this Coach bag, baby.
Well, listen, you sound like a YouTube struggle streamer, okay, my Pan-African sister? Everybody said that I live with my mom. Well, do you like this Airbnb, my Pan-African sister?
You, I don't know why they say that Umar is broke, because I see Umar looking like he got some money. Oh, my
That's what I'm talking about, my Pan-African sister. They froze my bank, but not my house. Now I got you some flowers, my beautiful Pan-African sister.
Oh, Dr. Umar, what is going on with these flowers? They look like they've been sitting here for a little bit too long. on,
Yeah, I know they look
Umar.
like they died, my Pan-African sister, but it's not about, it's the thought that counts, my Pan-African sister.
Okay, it's a thought that counts. Okay, yes, they're beautiful.
Yes, you're starting to turn into one of the snow bunnies, my Pan-African sister. You're acting like a snow bunny.
Dr. Umar, I don't got time to be arguing with you. I am ready for my date.
Look, listen, I made you dinner. We're going to have PP and jelly. My Pan-African sister. This is what I got you, a peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, no.
And I need you to make it, my Pan-African sister.
Dr. Umar, I paid you $500 for this date and we're eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?
Well, the $500 still have not hit my PayPal. I do not see your $500. I repeat, I do not see your $500, my Pan-African sister.
I know I sent that $500 and let me go ahead and check my phone to make sure it was sent because a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and I paid you $500 and we're eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for dinner?
Listen, you should be grateful and you should feel lucky to be going on a date with Dr. Umar Johnson, my Pan-African sister.
You should be lucky, a man like you should be lucky to see that what I look like to be in the presence of me.
Listen, you got a lot of junk in your trunk, my Pan-African sister, but that kitty cat, it might smell like the bottom of an ocean, my Pan-African sister.
Umar, Dr. Umar, what does that shango look like?
You're gonna see the shango. Just make this peanut butter and jelly, and then you can shine my shango, my Pan-African sister. Wow. As you see, that's how you win a date. That's one of Umar Johnson's first $500 dates. Pure survival. So there are women still paying money to go on a date with the man. And the man provided peanut butter and goddamn jelly. You know, so like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we must pray for Umar Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what to say about him. Everybody been talking about him all over the internet, and I can't deny the fact that if you said you're gonna open up something for 5, 10 years and never done it, it's never gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen. But we must pray for him because he's in the hospital, stressed out. I don't know if his ass is gonna end up in the feds, but we shall see during survival.